Hello, this is Chad Smith with BC Academy, and in this video we're going to talk about how to add the AddThis social sharing widget to a products page. Now, this is going to be for a products page on my test site, but it's basically going to work the same way wherever you want these share buttons to work. A little information about AddThis is there used to be, when you go to AddThis.com, you can pretty much grab their code and paste it on your site without actually signing in or doing anything. But they've really kind of grown up in the last few years, and now there's two different accounts. You get a basic account for free, just enter email address, username and password, or a pro account, which is $99 a year or $12 a month. As you can see, I'm not going to just read them off for you here, but the pro account does offer a lot more than the basic. On the basic, you're basically just getting access to a few of the tools they got, and then access to a little bit of conversion targeting. So you're going to see who's sharing your products, but you're not really going to get into the good meat and potatoes of the analytics that they provide. So to start, let's go to AddThis.com and see what kind of buttons we're going to use. So here we are at add.com or AddThis.com, and the first thing that I really appreciate from the AddThis sharing widget is they're not trying to force you to do really anything except use their product. So to start, you can sign in with a social account or continue with an email, or you can just sign in up here. If you don't have an account, if you notice, there was, this is how you get started with a free account. We don't even know what the pro is yet. It's just come on in, use our apps. So if I go back to the sign in page and sign in, and at first you're going to come to your what they call a dashboard, and you can kind of see some of the analytics of the apps you might have. We got the tool gallery, which will show you all the tools available for you. Now, they don't necessarily hide the ones that you can't use. They just kind of put them there for you to see. And so for this account, I just have a free account, so I'm only going to be able to add these options here. Now, the one thing I like about the pro account is the jumbo share counter is really cool, and the customized sharing button, which allows you to kind of make the sharing buttons the look and feel of your website instead of using a generic what the social icons colors are. If we scroll down, you can see they also have follow tools, so you can have some following social icons. You have some recommended content widgets that you can add to your page. The pro account just gets a little bit fancier with the options. The free accounts are just kind of always there. We have some marketing tools. And one cool thing about AddThis is you can vote for new tools. So you come down here and you really like this little spark line, you can just upvote it. And then, hopefully one day, if you have a pro account or if it's something they add to the free account. I'm not sure how they work free and pro, but I imagine something like that would be on the pro account. But that's kind of cool that they let their community vote for new tools. Now if we go to my test page and we look at some product pages, you can see here I got a nice little spot waiting for some social love. So to do that, we're going to want to first create a profile within AddThis so that we'll have an actual profile for that site so we can track those analytics. And even though it's a basic account, we still can track some analytics. So from my profile icon up here, you can go to settings and then go to profiles. Then from here I can just add a new profile, BC test site. It gives you the profile ID, the name. And then from here we can go to that profile, do a little bit more settings for that profile. We can add users, blocked websites, and a few other things that you might want to set up for each profile. Well, then we'll go to our dashboard, and you can see our BC test site has been selected. We have no real analytics now, but you can kind of see this will be all of our activity. We have some shares, follows, and then recommended and conversions down here. Most of our analytics will probably be in the shares section, but we have to install it first, right? So go to our tool gallery. Now it says up here, kind of says don't forget to place this code on every page. So this is the JavaScript code you'll need on every template or page that you have your share buttons on. And then for this example, we're going to install the sharing buttons. Now installing this is going to be pretty much the same for all these apps. You're just going to kind of customize the widget the way you want it, and then you're going to add the code where you want that widget to be. So for our sharing buttons, I'm going to keep them the same size, and they kind of try to help you with some generic things here. You can change the number of buttons you want, and it just kind of selects one for you. Or you can go down here and select your own, which you can kind of build your own sharing widget. And then if you wanted to add, say, share counts, change the size. And then I always like to add the AddThis button to the end. We don't necessarily need it, but this will allow our users, when they come, to see more options of sharing. So if their social platform of choice isn't here, then they have a choice to add or choice to find it in that drop down. And I believe it pops up when they click it. So then they can find whatever platform they want to add that to. Alright, so the first thing we need to do to add our social buttons to our site is we're going to grab the JavaScript file that they give us to add to our template. So if we go to our module templates, or actually our page template, sorry, we're going to go to the ecom template, and at the bottom of the page, see I've already added my AddThis widget just above my footer analytics content holder. It doesn't really matter where you put it on the page. I would just suggest down towards the end body tag. Hit update, go back to AddThis. We're going to grab this little div here, and then within the module templates, in my large product layout, I have a div in here, right here, for my social icons. I already have that AddThis sharing toolbox in there. I'm going to save that, and then when I go to my site and I reload, you can see that nothing has happened. That's because the last thing to do is to activate your social icons. See that it's saved, and then now whenever we go to my BC test site within my dashboard on AddThis, it'll tell us what widgets we already have installed. So now if I refresh my page, and now I see my social icons showing up just as I'd like them, and now when my users come to my product page, they can share on their favorite social platform and promote my product. So that's how you add the AddThis social widget to your product account. And like I said before, it's pretty much that simple on any other page. Just put the icons where you want them, and that JavaScript script on the template, and you're good to go. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.